black gangsters are at it again. I wonder who they fucked up today, man. You motherfucker!
Holy cow. If you'd heard that intro, it was horrible. It was too much. Folks, I apologize. As a matter of fact, I felt so bad about that intro. Let me go ahead and do a little bit of this. It's a little more smooth. This is just a little better than that last thing, man. I'm not sure what I was thinking about.
What was it?
What's that? What I played before? Like a little snippet of the intro for Gangsta. What's that?
This what happened when I think about you.
So this is a lot more smooth. Although the new music today is kind of on my nerves.
I like gangster.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, don't get me wrong. I like it. I mean, that's why I chose to have it on the show. But I mean, you know, if you take the intro to NWA and compare it to the intro to Bryson Tiller,
yeah,
it's way different.
Pretty much.
Way different. And so, you know, I didn't want to take anybody out, folks. I say, well, you listen to the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. We're live here, back at the Buddha. What do you think about that? It's chilly right now.
It's really cold out here.
We're outside, yeah, folks. I tell you, we're live at the Buddha, man. What was it 148 East Market, I believe it is. 148, 138. Can't remember. So we're here. 138 East Market Street. Yes, we are, sweetheart. And we got L in the house, man. Mr. Mike's in there, man. The owner, Steven, was being cool. I mean, you know, like they took us back with open arms, you know, just out of the blue. Because when I got to the other spot, closed, shut down, done.
We can find somewhere else.
I like tacos though. I like Taco Tuesday. To me, they were good, Rizzy.
You gotta make Berg that's doing nothing for you.
You know,
the shell is doing good. I don't eat dressing, but I still eat spinach as long as the toppings are flavorful.
All right, I get that.
It doesn't taste terrible. It's just a dry.
Folks, and we got the one, the only Rizzy in the house. What's going on, Rizzy? Yeah, Rizzy got a big round of applause right there. Hey, real quick, man, a moment of silence. Do you know Victoria Val? And so, I mean, when I saw it, I was in shock.
I know.
I was in absolute shock.
I didn't even know her personally, but just her being around the same.
You see, right? Same little spot. Yeah.
Same group of people.
Yeah.
Like, it was still shocking. You know, it's really.
All actually finally hit here in that town.
It's terrible.
It's not terrible. This is nice weather. Everybody else like dress. You could tell they've been.
I can't remember what I was wearing.
It was. I don't. You know what? Me either. I'm just gonna say I don't either. Man. Yeah. Oh, cool. Talking about. So I just got a message that says JJ.
I've pretty much been using that strategy because you cannot really go by projected points at this point because it's not working out that way.
All right. So how about Russell Wilson? You know much about him? He's playing against the Jets this week.
The Jets haven't been.
That's my team.
Jets haven't been that great this year.
All right, so what about Amari Cooper? He's a wide receiver for Oakland.
That's a good one.
You like him?
They're playing Baltimore, right?
Yes, they are playing Baltimore. What do you think about that? Is he going to be decent? All right, now Michael Floyd, I'm taking him out, but he's a set number 2 wide receiver for Arizona against the Rams. Which
why would you take him out?
I'm not happy with him, and I'll tell you what. No. Melvin Gordon, I dig him. Melvin Gordon is running back for San Diego. He had a decent game against the Colts, playing against New Orleans this week.
Right,
what would you do?
So Colts and New Orleans.
What would you do?
Colts defense is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans is a pretty strong team.
So you taking him out possibly, right?
No, not necessarily. Who else did he play this year? Let's see.
Okay, check it out, Rizzy.
He's been doing well.
I wasn't a big fan until. That's not true. Week 2, I missed him. He had a really good week 2. Week 1, he did not.
He did too. He put up 17 points against Kansas City.
Did I miss it?
You might.
No. Oh, yeah. He did get him, didn't he?
He's doing well. I'll keep him in. But, he's done well against some strong teams. He's getting a lot of play. So.
All right, so what about...
Unless you have a strong bench player, I wouldn't take him out.
Now, Shane Vereen, he's on injury reserve, so I actually dropped him already.
Yeah.
So tomorrow when the waiver kicks in, he'll be off. I already got rid of him. Clive Watford, he's a tight end. He's only been getting about 3 points a game. So I'm not sure what's up with him.
No, he's not.
Look, he's not. Except that 1 week he had a great week and then fell off. And that's when I picked him up, and I didn't play him, of course, that day.
Well, who's your backup?
I don't even know if I have a backup on this team. I think I got rid of him though, so I think once he's on waivers, he's gone. Now, D'Angelo Williams is my sleeper. I play him in my flex position.
Yeah.
And he has been balling out until this weekend, and he didn't do very well.
Well, none of the Pittsburgh Steelers did very well.
Well, boy's coming back.
Antonio Brown gave me some points, but overall, Pittsburgh stuck this week.
Oh, boy's coming back this week, Le'Veon Bell. Did you know that? He was on a 3-game suspension for drugs. Yeah. He's coming back, so, who knows. But look what he did. Look what D'Angelo did the first week, second week, and then you play him again, and then nothing.
Well, Eagles killed him, though. They could not hang with the Eagles this week.
Right.
So he might, I don't know.
It's hard to say.
City this week. So.
All right.
You just got to compare him to who you have on your bench. I can't comb through your whole
Well,
bench.
on the bench, I got Murray. I got
that's not telling me anything.
Derrick Henry.
They're good, but you just got to look to see, what they've been doing and who they're playing this week.
Man,
because it's going to make a difference who they're playing.
So if I'm a lady and I'm playing in fantasy football, what's the best way for me to pick my team for the week? The easiest way. I'm new. Say I'm new.
If you're new, then I would just suggest you go by projected points because, you can't, if you haven't been following football, it's going to be kind of hard for you to choose any other way.
Okay.
All
right, so
it kind of sucks, but...
So what you're saying is go by projected points,
mm-hmm.
and then I
that's
should.
That's the easiest way, but to be strategic about it, you kind of have to know football and just look at what they've done in the past. Like since the season started, look at how they've done, but if you don't know the defenses and you don't know how the teams are doing, and it is. Just go by projected points.
Yes.
It's too hard to jump in.
And then she's literally, I can tell she's not paying attention to me in the conversation anymore. She's flipping through and she's talking about different guys in her league. Oh, maybe I'll do this. Maybe I should put him in. Maybe I should put him in. And I'm like, I'm just listening to her. And all of a sudden she goes, hey, I got to go. I got stuff I got to do. It made me laugh. I was like, are you letting me go so you can do your fantasy football? Yes, I got to go. I got to go. And so she got off the phone because she was definitely messing with it. So, all right, so that's cool. By the way, I do have a bruising reviews today, too. So I want to get into that at some point today. All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
What about the debate?
Let's talk about it.
Just briefly, because there's not much to talk about. It was ignorant.
All right, so did you watch most of it? Did you watch any of it?
I did not watch it because I cannot stand to look at Donald Trump speak. He just creeps me out. So I listened to it and I watched football.
That's funny. I had the game
and
on too.
That was a good-ass game.
It was a very good game. All right, so here's one of the issues Donald Trump talked about. He talked about the stop and frisk movement. He's for that. So any police officer can see at any time, stop you and frisk you.
And I don't think he knows he doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. He does not know what he's talking about half the time. He just rambles. He chooses, like they give him a topic and he'll just run off on a tangent.
Right.
To try to distract you from the actual
the topics, the subject.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what they did. Here's what they said. So Hillary was prepared, like you could tell that she went over and over and over anything that could happen. She was ready for it.
She was overly prepared.
Right. Whereas Trump did not practice at all. He was going to just respond to what was happening.
How is he going to practice? He's not going to remember everything. He'd have to actually read a paper.
I'm sure.
He's busy. Like, all he talked about was his businesses and how much money he's made all these years and how he's only focused on taking care of himself and his family, and like, he's not concerned with America.
All right, so here's what they said. At one point they said, well, we've had some sources indicate that you really don't pay taxes, Donald Trump. And he said, it makes me smart, right?
Yeah, that's a good business move.
It makes me smart not to be able not to pay taxes. And Hillary's comeback was, which means you're not contributing to the military, you're not contributing to health care, you're not contributing to any of that.
He's very arrogant. He doesn't care. For years, all he's bitched about was how he's being robbed because he's in a high tax bracket. Like, that's all he's been concerned about, and that's the only reason why he's running for president now, so he can change that. He doesn't care about anything else. And if you listen to him talk last night, that is all he's concerned about, is his businesses. That is it, and growing his business.
Well, yeah, and plus, you understand that a lot. What happened with him was that as he got further and further ahead in business, what he would do was he would start it and put his name on it, and then he would sell it. He would sell then the business to someone else, and then charge them to use his name. So say I give you $10 to start something, and we call it Moose Towers, and then later on I would charge you, after we both made some money, then I would charge you $15 to buy it from me, right? But you also have to keep Moose Towers on there and pay me just a small premium because it's still called Moose Towers. Is that? I mean, but that's a smart move, right?
Okay, good for him. That's not how you run a country.
So what's going to happen? Do you think it's going to be some sort of like a lot of people talk about systematic oppression, where over time Trump would cause a situation where you have stop and frisk movement. We got the wall built up.
There's not going to be a wall. I don't care. He can talk about that all day long. No one is going to build a freaking wall.
Right. Well, okay, but systematic oppression.
People can just jump over the wall. Like, what is it going to do, really? You know what I'm saying?
Or I always think about, and I don't know if you're old enough. I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, but when when Berlin